The number one concern about retiring is, can you afford to retire, first off? But I think the biggest concern, and it's to be expected, is healthcare. When I was really serious about moving to Thailand, I actually made a trip here just for a budget. Mine, if you like going to the bars every night, then go to the bar, figure out an average good time that you like to spend on your entertainment, and then put that into your budget. As far as cost of living goes, I have a generic figure, but a lot of people only have a small pension or Social Security. It's a very good number to live a very decent life here. Good morning, awesome, beautiful people. Paige and Chuck here. This is kind of the reason why I go to sleep early here in NakhonPhanom, because it's very quiet in the morning, very relaxing. My mother-in-law, she's been walking up and down the street early in the morning getting some exercise, which is good. I think she's going to walk down to the market this morning. She's feeling good on her knees. I'm headed to Khon Kaen this morning, going to spend, I don't know, a couple nights in Khon Kaen, and from there I'm going to head to Udon for a few days. My mom's going to take a bus to Udon and meet me there so she can get more practice at her freedom. I have a friend that's going to meet me in Khon Kaen and going to travel to Udon for a few days with me as well. John, you guys remember him, the Australian guy, likes to play golf and flirt with the caddies. I'm going to try not to make this all about, I try to make all my videos not about one particular thing, just kind of random acts throughout the day. Khon Kaen is a lovely place. The area that I usually go to is kind of small. We're having there's nobody on the street, but difficulties trying to park. Hang on one second. Okay, I think they got it figured out. Anyway, it'll be a fun trip. It'll be random. The area that I go to is kind of a small area where there's some foreigner stuff. Maybe we'll go for some walks. Khon Kaen is a very large province, and it's mostly agriculture. They have I think one of the biggest medical universities in Thailand. A lot of college kids there. There's a lot of things to do, like younger Thai people things to do in Khon Kaen. But just gonna go kind of vegetate for a couple of days, play some golf. I want to go to this place called Sing Park. It's supposed to be like well, they just had a PGA tournament there. They seem to have them quite often there. It's supposed to be a luxurious course. I looked on the internet last night, and starting November 1st, which was the other day, prices almost doubled on the green fees. So we'll see what that entails. I was thinking about leaving early today and playing there, but I don't want to spend 2,000 baht for the weekend rate, which if I play tomorrow, I'll have to pay that. But it was, I think, 1,200 baht. Now it's 2,000 baht. I don't think it includes the caddy and the golf cart, which is mandatory, I think. Or at least the caddy, I think is. I don't know. We'll find out. But gonna go do that for a couple of days. We have a lot of downtime, and my mom wanted to go to Udon while I was gone, but then she decided that she would she would just wait till I got back and we could spend some time together. So yeah. Anyway, that's what's happening here the next few days. So I hope you come with me. I hope we can do something other than the same old, same old. I'm not trying to make this trip about YouTube videos. So I'm just gonna bring you guys along for whatever adventure we can. So yeah, I'm sure it'll be fun, guys. Good morning. You can only hear birds right now. Only for a second. How come? We had the truck washed, or SUV washed yesterday. 250 baht. I'm gonna go get my soup. Paige is in the gardening mood this morning.
Yeah.
Last time I left, she cut all the trees down to just sticks. This is pretty, huh? I guess it's the winter color. This little green. I don't think I've ever seen it that color.
No?
Yeah.
No, it's that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's that. The same color.
I see. Okay. I'm gonna go get some soup this morning. Of course, I get soup probably every morning since we've been back from our trip. Gardening. Good morning. Samalai.
ปลูกต้นไม้หน่อยค่ะอยากจะไปเที่ยวแต่คนไม่มีบุญวาสนาได้ไปเที่ยว
By the time this video comes out, I will be in Udon. You guys know normally our videos are a little ahead. The only reason why I think I'm telling you it matters. Here comes Nephew. She did some shopping. Let me go help her real quick.
วันนี้ไปอุดรเหรอ
Anyway, I kind of forgot where I was going, what I was saying, but I think yeah, normally my videos are ahead, just because that's just the way it works out. And I don't usually have a lot of time to meet people, typically. And I think if I say, hey, I'm going to meet people here, and I don't meet everybody, sometimes people get a little offended. I don't know, I'm just not used to that kind of stuff, you know. But when this video comes out, I will be in Udon. So if you're in Udon, give me a shout. Always meet, you know, at least 3 or 4 people a day just walking around in Udon. But normally I've been kind of lazy since I got home. I think I missed like 2 or 3 days of making videos, but I did do a live stream. Master Chef.
Hạt นื้อแห้ง เมนูอะไรดีกว่าเยอะจังแต่ที่ไม่ได้หลายนี่หมูไม่เอาเนื้อหมูเนื้อหมด
Broken. very green. Okay, don't suck up any little fishies.
And then you're gone.
Okay, we're out of here. Go ahead, dude. Beautiful day.
Continue for 6 kilometers.
Okay. We're headed to a driving range because it's kind of early. I should arrive in Khon Kaen about 11:45. Well, maybe later because I got to stop a couple times.
No, I don't know where I'm going, but I sure know where I've been. Hanging on the promises and the songs of yesterday.
Well, it's a beautiful drive today. The weather is nice. It's 29 degrees Celsius. I did a live stream yesterday, which was a few days back on this video series. But, you know, it's interesting that this topic comes up a lot. And it's to no surprise because I think it's the number one concern about retiring is, can you afford to retire, first off? I think it's a very smart, I think it's a perfect question. I think a lot of people, they probably retire too early with not enough money and they find themselves in a situation. But the problem also is we live our life with the what if problem. You know, what if this or what if that happens, and we never end up doing anything, and then in our elder years we go, I wish I would have done that. You know, we don't take the chances, you know, because we're afraid of starting over again. You know, that we're afraid of what ifs. But anyway, it's a very important question to ask, and it's impossible for somebody else who's not your financial advisor to answer, because we don't know really all the ins and outs of everything that you need, you know, in your life to be happy, you know. But I think the biggest concern, and it's to be expected, is healthcare, because where we come from in the West, healthcare is like over the top expensive. It wasn't always that way, you know. But it's been hyperinflated. Everything costs a fortune. Your insurance doesn't even cover 100% of the procedures. It only covers a percentage. And then you have a deductible, so your insurance doesn't even work until you pay extra money to even get it to kick in partially, you know. So it is a concern, and we don't know the ins and outs in other countries of how things work, and we don't want to be stuck in a country where first off, can they do a good job with my life in their hands, and can I afford it? I think those are the real main issues, other than running out of money, is healthcare. But I think people need to do research on their own, other than asking people on the internet to get a kind of, I think they want to feel comfortable about their decisions. They want other people to say, oh, it's okay, you can do it, I did it, everything is fine. And, you know, it's a comfort effect. But, you know, all I can do, and everybody else, is just share our own experience, which isn't going to line up with yours. When I moved here, I was 46. I bought a 20-year insurance policy. It covers almost 900,000 baht per incident. 1 million baht is a catastrophe in Thailand, really is. At a private hospital, well, depending on where you're at, on the average, if you have a heart attack, is somewhere between 500, you know, 1,000 baht to 1 million. In America, what would that cost you having health care for all those years, paying all the deductibles and all this stuff like that? But my insurance cost me, like I said, 800 a year, and I haven't had to use it. So if you're over a certain age and it's difficult to find insurance, like my mom, you can get insurance, but there's a very high premium and it doesn't cover everything. And the people that I've talked to a lot of times is always pre-existing problems. So it's difficult. But if you think about it, I'm just going to talk about insurance for a moment, and I'll tell you a little bit about financial stuff, in my opinion. If you think about it, so I know people over here that pay $600 a month. That's a little high for insurance that they've carried from their previous employer. But let's just say let's just say like $400 a month is what they're paying, and their insurance is going to cover them over here easily. Well, I mean, if you didn't have that insurance policy and you could put $400 a month into like a self-funding insurance policy, you'd find that with the cost of healthcare here, you'd find that you'd have a pretty big bank account at the end if you ever did have. This isn't for somebody like who has a lot of medical problems, you know. You're going to have to keep your insurance if you even have insurance, or take your chances. I think your chances still are better in Thailand than probably in the States. You can do the research yourself on the hospitals. I have my own experiences in the hospitals, and I have a lot of experience from other people that share in the comment section, or people that I've known that have had cancer treatments, that have had a lot of issues, and had extraordinary care in Thailand. For me, the hospitals are like 5-star, unbelievable, compared to it makes the hospitals in America look like shitholes. But a lot of people self-fund. I think the majority of the elderly people here over the age of 70 self-fund. And the clinics are very good here. Even the pharmacies, you can trust the pharmacist more like a doctor. They're allowed to actually, prescribe medicine. They're allowed to give you a diagnosis other than, the hands being tied in the West a lot of times with the pharmacist. So there's a lot more opportunity here to get better health care. And this is just in my opinion. You can share your opinion in the description box, good or bad. But I think healthcare is a big concern about coming over here financially, and that's to be understood, because it drains us a lot of times in the States, especially if we have a medical setback. As far as cost of living goes, I have a generic figure, and for me, it's when people retire, usually after working all the years. As a responsible person, you have a savings account that you've saved for your in time to enjoy life, or you sold a $500,000 home, or you liquidated some of your toys, your cars, your stuff, and you have a nest egg. Whether the nest egg is $200,000 or $1 million, it's your nest egg for something to get established wherever you're going to retire. Establishing means you're going to need to find a place to live. You may need to pay up a year. You got to put money maybe in an account to satisfy immigration. There's, stuff like that. You may want to buy a 55-inch TV, But a lot of people only have a small pension or Social Security or something like that. And the average, I think, Social Security is somewhere around $2,200 or whatever they say a month. But, if you're not everybody wants to come retire and play in the bars every day. Like, that gets old eventually. Like, and a lot of people I know have spent the most big portion of their nest egg, like, enjoying themselves, enjoying life, enjoying something they've never experienced ever before, and good for them. They got to be very careful, though, financially, what they're getting themselves into. I think I've heard a lot of horror stories, and I would say most of them are like, it's hard to feel sorry for you if you actually allowed that to happen, or you didn't see that was going to happen. Like, I have very little forgiveness for you, But I would say $1,500, $45,000, $50,000 baht a month is a very good number to live a very decent life here. If you got to have a high-rise penthouse in Bangkok, a condo, then you know you better be bringing in 4,000 or 5,000 baht a month out of your whatever your retirement fund is. You know, you'll have to budget that on your own. So I would just say on an average, you could live a very good life in Thailand with a decent nest egg and $1,500 US a month easily in Thailand, because a lot of times people don't, you know, you can rent a fully furnished, like a studio, for like $200 a month easily. Just say $300 a month. Utilities, cell phone expenses, stuff like that is not like the West. You usually for cell phone cost you maybe $40 a year for a plan. Actually, me, Paige, my mom, I think we pay $500. I pay $500 a month, 500 baht, $15 or $12 a month for 3 cell phone for us. But you know, you can keep, if you made $1,500, you can keep your overhead under $500 easily, and then you have $1,000, which would in turn be, depending on the exchange rate, right now like 34,000 baht a month. Cost of food is cheap here. You may want to do your own cooking, you know. You can go grocery shopping for the month and maybe cook 2 or 3 times a day. If you go to the markets, normally you can get a whole bunch of bag full of market food for like 200 or 300 baht. A couple of, you know, you can buy a case of beer at Macro for, I don't know what it is now, I think 600 baht, something like that. I mean, you could, now you don't have to live like a hermit, but just imagine the quality of life you could have here versus the quality of life you could have back home at $1,500 a month. And if you could budget that, you end up not spending that much every month. And maybe 2-3 times a year you want to go to Phuket, or you want to go travel somewhere nice in Thailand, you can do that. I think a lot of people have more than $1,500. A lot of people have a pretty good nest egg. So anything above $1,500 is, you know, your lifestyle can increase quite a bit. So it's a very hot topic, and it's a topic that's difficult to pin down for accuracy. And but it's very important to figure this out. What I did when I was really serious about moving to Thailand, I actually made a trip here just for a budget before I was doing YouTube, anything like that. So I went around and I actually looked at cost of renting places, the quality of the place. I actually looked at how much would it cost to have a cell phone, electricity, the cost of food, and my budget was like, after I saw all of that, I was like, shit, I could live here for like $1,000 a month easily, you know, because I'm not a party type person, you know. And you can get I like to get a massage every day. Well, hell, even with a decent tip, you can get a massage for $10, you know. So in my mind, I was like, it's a no-brainer. Like, Thailand was definitely a place where I could have a good quality of life, afford health insurance, go to the dentist easily if I needed to. Hell, that first thing I did was I got all of my partials, my teeth fixed, everything replaced. I think I made some videos on it, but I think the whole thing cost me under like, it was under $500. Like, I couldn't buy an upper denture, upper partial in America for like, I think I got one ordered from Mexico at my dentist. It was like $1,400. Anyway, so yeah, you need to do the research. You need to actually come and bring a notepad, and with your lifestyle in mind. You know, if you like going to the bars every night, then go to the bar, figure out an average good time that you like to spend on your entertainment, and then put that into your budget, you know. I think that's the only way to do it. So I just want to talk about that. The topic came up again on the live stream, and a lot of people are like, oh, you know, but the thing is it is a very, very important bit of information that you need, but you're not going to get it from somebody else. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
Though I keep searching for an answer, I never seem to find what I'm looking for. Oh Lord, I pray you give me strength to carry on.
You know, I want to say a couple more small things about the health insurance in Thailand. Me and Paige both go get, we need to do it this year. We haven't done it this year, which is almost up. But we get a health check every year, which consists of blood work, x-rays. Paige gets a pap smear along with those things. And from there, if there's anything kind of suspicious, we go get more tests. Normally, the blood work comes out pretty good. X-rays, everything comes out pretty good. So it cost me under $60 to get for both of us to go where we live. Now, we don't go to the hospital, you go to the clinic. You can find very qualified clinics in Thailand. You can find specialty clinics easily in Thailand. So I had to have surgery on my nose a long time ago, and my insurance that I had, they wouldn't cover it. They said it was pre-existing. I don't know why. I guess that's just what they felt like they wanted to do. It was not very good insurance. Right now I have Thai Life insurance, and it's been in Thai. I think it's the longest running insurance company in Thailand. So I ditched the other one. But anyway, they wouldn't pay for it. I had to pay out of pocket. So I had a deviated septum is what I went in for. But they found I had, and I always snorted Afrin because I could never breathe. I had one nasal passage 99% blocked with polyps. And the other one was blocked about 80%. So they actually wanted to do like emergency surgery, like right away, like the next day, do surgery on me. And they said they didn't know what it was going to cost until they got in there. But they wanted half of the money down. They said it was going to be roughly between 160 and 100,000 baht. So I had to put down, even though I had insurance, they wanted 50% of that money down, which was 50,000, which is somewhere around, let's see here. I want to say it's somewhere like, I'll put it right here. So yeah, not too expensive at all. But the whole procedure ended up costing me 160,000 baht. I had two majors. I had actually three surgeries: a deviated septum surgery, which hurt like hell, and then the polyps removed, which hurt even worse. And this was like 3 nights in the hospital. I'll share the video here. But it was like 3 nights in the hospital, 160,000 baht. Now that's nothing. And that's nothing to have to pay out of pocket for. So cost of healthcare is very inexpensive in Thailand. Even if you go to Bangkok Hospital, in my opinion, I think the Bangkok hospitals are different depending on which area. If there's a lot of foreigners, like in Hua Hin, it could be very expensive. I can tell you hip surgery costs 50. A partial hip is 500,000 baht in Hua Hin. Outside of that is under 100,000 baht. So that's what's advertised anyway, like 90,000 for a full hip replacement. You could go online to Bangkok Hospital or whatever hospitals, and you can look and see what their pricing is. But you can easily self-insure in Thailand. It's not that expensive. They say on the average a major heart attack is about 500,000 baht. Major heart attack, which is roughly about, I don't know, like 15,000 US dollars. If you're in an area where you're at a good public hospital, those same doctors will work there too. They will accept foreigners. Of course, it's, you have to pay, not like a Thai citizen, but you have to pay, but it's like half the price.
To walk along the lonely street of dreams, and here I go again on my own, going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone, and I made up my mind. I ain't wasting no more time. I'm just another heart in need of rescue, waiting on love's sweet charity, and I'm gonna hold on for the rest of my days, 'cause I know what it means to walk along the lonely street of dreams.
Well, I'm about an hour away. I just thought I would stop here, 7-Eleven, and I don't know what it is these days, me trying out these sandwiches. Cheesy fried chicken burger. Cheesy fried chicken burger. They always put it in the microwave, which is fine, I guess, which kind of makes it soggy sometimes. So far, the double CP pork burger with cheese is my favorite. I like that little ham and cheese one, but I don't know, they're rare. They don't really stock them too much. So anyway, looks okay. The chicken's not too bad. It's got some tangy sauce. I don't know, maybe it's mayonnaise that's been warmed up. Cheese is a little sweet. The chicken's good. The sandwich ain't bad. I give it a 7. Not bad.
And here I go again on my own, going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone, and I made up my mind.
Well, I have arrived at the driving range. Guy come out right away, opened up my deck lid and got my bag out. Very good. Ha khap. I'm not gonna do 10 racks of balls today. 5 is my limit. I'm gonna go slow and easy.
Here I go again. Here I go again. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that was a very fulfilling practice there. Worked mainly on my pitching wedge and my woods. So as of right now, I'm okay. So we'll see. I thought I heard something fall out of my truck. Oh yeah, my glasses. We'll see what tomorrow does. Well, I have arrived at the Casa Hotel. I really like the Casa Hotel. The bed's comfortable, pillows are comfortable. A lot of people like the Pullman. It has like all the bells and whistles that somebody might want. Sometimes it's a little overpriced. Sometimes you can get a good deal, but I like this one. So this is where I always stay, and it has a good breakfast. I got a really good deal on this room. I think it was like 800 baht, but I forgot to get, it didn't come with breakfast, so I just got the breakfast. It's 200 baht. Well, here's the room. Comfortable bed. Only 3 pillows, but there was always one down here if you need an extra. I don't think I've been on this side. Okay. Got a mall here, but I don't know what you'd call, not really a mall. There's not really much in there. But for 60 baht, you can get a tuk-tuk to the mall right down the road, which we might do here in a little bit. Well, here's the room. I don't really care for the bathtub deal, but you know, that's their idea back in the day to be modern, I'm guessing. Help me, I'm out of toilet paper, phone. Yeah. I thought there was a safe here. I would be surprised if there's not. Huh, that might be the first hotel I've ever seen without a safe. I don't know where it would be hiding. Okay, well, if you're looking for a room with a safe, you might have to ask them for one, but there's not one in this one. Well guys, I'm just gonna sit here and chill in the hotel room tonight, edit some videos. I may go down to the hotel restaurant and order some food, or I don't know, I have a cup of noodles and hot water here, so I'm just gonna relax today. Not much to show you tonight. John's gonna show up tomorrow. We'll go roam around the town tomorrow, but I'm gonna wake up in the morning and decide if I'm gonna go to this, pay 3,000 baht at the Singha Park place. May do it just to see what it's all about. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And if you have time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the morning. Bye.